I know the prices of things have gone off the roof, and that is the reason why I'm making this recipe. If you are into egg roll business and you have been thinking of how to make egg roll using half an egg, this video is going to answer all your questions. Welcome back to my channel. You can see the ingredients on the screen. Just add them all together, then mix. I am using 1 cup of water. That's what I'm using for this recipe, but I added an extra 1 tablespoon of water because I really wanted my dough to be really soft. For this recipe, your dough needs to be very soft. You'll find that later on in this video while I had to make the consistency of my dough a bit soft. Now, after adding all your ingredients and adding your water, you're going to cover your dough and allow it to rest. So this is the texture we're going for, soft dough recipe. Now we are using 4 eggs. So after dividing it into 2, we're going to get 8 egg rolls. Now this is how you divide your egg. Make sure that you've peeled your egg, cleaned your egg of any bits of shells. Do not cut your eggs vertically, no, cut it horizontally, and hold the sides with your fingers or your thumb as you cut in half, because you don't want your egg to scatter. You understand what I'm saying? After which, you're going to dust your surface and cut your dough in portions. I like dividing my dough into many portions because it makes it easy for me to roll faster. Normally, I would advise that you weigh your dough. I didn't weigh my dough in this video, but between 50 and 60 grams is fine. Added yeast to this recipe so your dough will proof. So even if you use very little dough, your egg roll will still come out looking big because the yeast in it will cause it to proof more, making it to look big. So it's important that you add yeast to your egg roll recipe if you want to make use of little flour and get a reasonably sized egg roll. So this is me rolling it. The first method, I had to put my egg in my dough facing downwards. This is the second method. You just roll your dough till flat. Dust with sufficient flour, very necessary because your dough is soft, so it's going to be sticky. Place your egg with the sides that has the yolk facing sidewards, and cover it up with your dough and roll until smooth. Now, because your dough is soft and easy to manage, covering it up will be no big deal. It will be very easy. I'm done rolling all egg roll. There are 8 of them. I'm just going to fry on fairly hot oil. Now, if you're making more than 8, you may have to roll them in batches. The reason is because you added yeast to your dough, and your dough will proof pretty fast. So if you roll them in large quantity and set them aside before frying, by the time you be frying, your dough would have proofed further, and the tendency for your egg to pop out from the side of your dough while frying will be high. You wouldn't want that. So once you fry in batches, depending on the size of egg roll that your pot or your pan can take per time. So that is how you divide your egg roll in batches. So I fried this until golden brown look. I'm going to take my egg roll out of the oil, set in a sieve or serviette to strain excess oil. And this is the beautiful egg roll recipe we'll go to at the end of the day. Can you see how big it is? The size is no different from the size of normal egg roll you make with full egg. You can see how it is looking. It is big because of the yeast. The size doubled. So now that things are a bit expensive, adding yeast to your egg roll recipe and using half egg will save you a whole lot of costs. You won't need to use so much flour, and your customers will buy from you because the size really will not really change much. Look at the inside. It feels so rich. It's fluffy, it's light and amazing, and it is delicious because of the yeast and the flavors I use for this recipe. Don't worry, ingredients and measurements will be in the description box. See you in my next one. Bye-bye.